Hi family, back with another video. So from the last video that I posted, was actually talking about the relationship between Mkhele and Hlomu on the book by Dudubusani Dube, Hlomu the wife. So what happens again in this book, just to wrap up, what happens is that Hlomu becomes pregnant, and then she has twin boys who looks like the family, the Zulu family with bugged eyes and stuff like that. So everything was fine with the birth and all that. And then what happens? Another thing is Kele becomes abusive. So what causes the abuse? It's mainly maybe because of the way he was raised or the way he grew up, especially after their parents had died. So it's like there was no like sort of a father figure who can actually show them the way and stuff like that. So hence they became what they become, like these criminals that they are. So they had to learn to survive. So it's like the survival of the fetus. So um, when Kyle becomes abusive, another thing that happens in the book is um, he starts cheating. So he starts cheating. I think he cheated with two women. I think the other woman was a journalist, and the other one I don't remember. But Hlomu finds out about those women, and they had an argument and stuff like that. But anyway, they sorted it out. And then what also happens in the book is that during the abuse that Hlomu was suffering, or that Mkhele was instilling on Hlomu, what happened was Hlomu suffered a miscarriage during that time. So after the beating and everything, she suffered a miscarriage, and then she didn't tell Mkhele about it until I think a few months later. I don't know what was happening. I don't know, it was maybe they were just having an argument or something. Then she told him, and he actually beat himself about it, that he actually is the reason that his child died. So it's fine. What happens again is Hlomu, when she was in Devon, I think at some point she meets up with Sandile, and then they hook up, and then one thing led to another. They have sex, and then she comes back. After coming back, she finds out that she's pregnant, and she's not sure who's the baby father is, whether it's her husband or his Sandile. So the paternity thing was becoming an issue for her, because she was hoping that the child would be Mkhele's, not Sandile's. And then because she was fearing for her life, because she knows this man, that he, the type of man that he is, so she actually arranged that she was going to have the birth in her home, and then she was going to make it look like she was going to visit her mom, but only to give birth. And then probably the book doesn't say what was her plan exactly, whether she was planning to escape, or she was planning to run away, or whether she was planning to sell the child or to leave the child with her mom or something like that. I'm not sure. But in the book they don't actually specify what her actual plan was. But the plan is, or part of the plan was, she was going to give birth at her house, in her home, not with her husband in Joburg and stuff like that. So she gives birth, and she wanted to see who the baby looks like, and then the baby actually came out looking like Mkhele, like the Zulu children or the Zulu family. So she actually called her husband and told him that she's giving birth and all that. So now we're gonna get to the controversy of the book and the telenovela. There's so many twists and turns in the telenovela compared to the book. I mean, this is not the first time we've seen a book being a movie or being a series or stuff like that. But I think by far, since I've watched a lot of movies that are based on books, Hlomu the wife is one of those ones that, for me, not just for me, but for all the fans of the books, it's a bit disturbing what the twists and turns that they did on the book, on the telenovela compared to what happens on the book. Okay, just to name a few. Um, on the book, it's Mkele who cheats, and then what happens is Hlomu cheats only once, and then here in the telenovela, it's Hlomu who cheats, and Mkele doesn't. So it's a bit okay, fine. Maybe they're trying to prove the point that women also cheat. So okay, fine. The second one that it's a bit of a controversy on the book and the telenovela is the fact that the Zulu brothers are so strong in their brotherhood. Their brotherhood is so strong that they would give up. They would give up everything to make sure that nothing comes between this brotherhood. So having them on the telenovela making Kawi to be the one who sleeps with Hlomu, for us that was very disturbing. I mean, like they lost a lot of people on that scene where Kawi sleeps with Hlomu. We didn't understand. Okay, Sunday was enough. They could have just created some other character who can actually just come and do what Kawi did with Hlomu. But in this case, they made sure that it's the brother who does that. So I mean, I feel like they disturbed the concept of the book of having the what do you call of having that brotherhood. So that bond, that brotherhood, they actually disturbed it. And in the next scene or in the next episodes, everything just go back to normal, as if like there was no cheating or there was no whatever and stuff like that. So for me, it's like a bit unrealistic and stuff like that, especially based on the fact that we know that men don't actually just take very kindly of a person who just or their partner when they cheat, especially with their own very brother and stuff like that. So another thing that they kind of twisted as well is the fact that on the book it's not Kawi that is in love with Hlomu. It's actually Nkoqi Uye that is in love with Hlomu. But on the series, in the telenovela, they say it's Kawi. What is another twist? Another twist is Mandisa dies. She commits suicide on the book, but in the telenovela, she's still around. So I don't know what they're planning, but I feel like if they're actually watching, I feel like they're losing a lot of Hlomu slash Dudu Busani's facts. Like they are really losing a lot of viewers because people are a bit confused why certain things were changed on the book compared to what is happening in the telenovela. Things that have been changed in telenovela compared to the exact things that had happened in the book. I'm not saying that the book was supposed to be, the series was supposed to be exactly how the book is, but I think there were some things that they should have kept them the way that they are, like the brotherhood of the Zulu brothers. I don't think they should have actually let Hlomu come in between that, you understand, by allowing her and Kawi to actually sleep together. I feel that was very ridiculous for me. I pretty much feel that a lot of people feel the same, but anyway, I'm done with Hlomu, the wife. So what I'm gonna do is the next video that I'm gonna post, we're gonna be talking about Zandile the Resolute. I think that is the second book. So until then, guys, thank you very much. You can still watch the telenovela, you can still read the books, and then judge for yourselves if the book is as exciting as the telenovela or vice versa. So it's just up to you guys. So I can't make decisions for you. Hence, everybody just has to go and read the book and watch the telenovela, and that way you'll be able to know and judge for yourself and make a good judgment, so that you don't just say that you're influenced not to watch it anymore and stuff like that, or not to read the books and stuff like that. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching my videos. If you've got a comment, just hit the like button and also comment there, subscribe as well. And thank you very much, guys. Until the next video, love you guys. Adios.